You've become tired. Class is ended for today. Okay, as much as I'd like to hang out with Aigis, I have to check if Akihiko is available.
A few moments later.
Wanna come over? Thank you very much. Well then, please lead the way. In front of the dorm.
So this is your home?
Yes, it is.
It's late, I know, to mention this, but is it permissible for me to enter?
You led Theo to your room.
Ah, I see.
What's with that smile?
Oh, pardon me. Was I smiling? Your presence is strong here.
Well, yeah, it's my room. I live here. These four walls are mine. Until I move out.
Perhaps one would call it your scent.
Hey, I'll have you know I shower daily, thank you very much.
No, it's a kind scent. Very much like you. By the way, regarding my request this time...
Right.
Didn't it make you uncomfortable?
Nah, man, I know you're not gonna do anything. And you know what will happen if you try.
I'm sorry. Though I'm glad to hear that. This world is filled with exquisite brilliance.
It can be, yeah.
The station, the shrine, the school, all had their unique charms. Every moment of the short time I spent with you was an unforgettable memory.
Aww.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This will be the last of my requests to visit this world.
Oh, really?
Which means this will be the last chance I have to spend time alone with you.
Okay. He has mixed feelings on that, apparently.
You have carried out my request to the fullest. Thank you for everything.
No worries. I have you to thank too, though.
I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it as well. Then, I must say goodbye now. If I stay in this world for much longer, I may forget my duties entirely. And that would put you at a serious disadvantage.
I mean, I guess.
That's why. This will be the last time.
Aw.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Your hand, please.
Okay.
For the last time.
You return to the Velvet Room with Theo. Thank you for answering my request. Well then. Thank you so much for showing me your room. I'd like you to forget everything I told you there. Unless you do, I'll come to depend on your kindness once again, and be unable to hold back the emotions within me. I've prepared something special for you this time. With this, you can fuse Kartikeya, a beautiful bird-like persona that glides over the battlefield. Higher and higher it rises. It, too, is a part of you, while I can only gaze at it from below. But if you were to need me, no matter how difficult the path may be to tread, I will reach your side, no matter what stands in my way. This will be the last of my requests to explore your world. Thank you very much for everything you've done for me. Please take this as your reward. I obtained the rainbow feather. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Yeah, I'd like to fuse this bird fusion, please. Kartikeya here. I'll destroy your enemies in their millions. Now we have this. Oh. The Velvel Muruga. Words. This thing. Oh, yes, please. Well, guess I'm hanging out with Aigis because I don't think Mitsuru is anywhere that I can hang out with her. Nope, she is nowhere. Hi, Aigis.
Katone-san, I want to be by your side.
Aigis is looking directly into your eyes. Would you like to spend time with Aigis after school?
Thank you very much. Shall we go?
Aigis seems happy. Gekogan High School roof.
I like this place. I can see the entire town from here. The Moonlight Bridge is to the right, and over there is Polonia Mall. Oh, and did you know you can also see our dorm from here? The ocean waters at Yakushima, where I had been sleeping, were clearer than these. But I prefer the view here. Before I came here, things such as liking or disliking the scenery never entered my mind. What about you, Katone-san? Do you like this town?
Yeah, I like it enough.
I am glad to hear that. Feeling the same way as we view the same scenery? It feels nice.
Aigis is smiling.
Many feelings towards various things I had not recognized before are making themselves clear now. It is a little scary sometimes. But if I can change by being with you, I want to hold on to these feelings.
You can feel strength budding from within, Aigis. And we are at rank 2. Aigis social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Aeon Arcana has grown.
Oh, I am sorry to have gone on for so long. It is still January, so I imagine that you are quite cold. It would be awful if you caught a chill.
You decide to go back to the dormitory.
Oh, hey!
Hi. Did you know that Mitsuru-senpai and Akihiko-senpai went to take their entrance exams today? I can't believe they can concentrate with all that's going on. It's no big deal. I'm not gonna give up. I suppose we are going against fate. But I want to do as much as I can right now. I don't want to give up on the future. By the way, if you're going to Tartarus, I'll go with you tonight. There are 2 more weeks until that last battle. Can't forget that because of exam.
Wow, that makes me want to do my best too.
Hey, take a look at this. The girl they found the other day brought this in as a gift. It looks like some sort of liquid. For the looks of the container, I'm guessing you're supposed to drink it? She was murmuring something about fortune telling, so maybe it has something to do with that. Oh, one of them was the fortune teller. Anyway, just take it. We can't have something that's suspicious at the police box. Oh, Soma, nice. They found that missing student the other day. I tried questioning him, but, well, his answers didn't make any sense. He said some kid saved him from an attack by a black thing. He left a reward with us, so I'll hand it over to you. Obtained salvation. Koromaru is looking at you pleadingly. Mitsuru can go with you tonight. Yes, please. Arf! Koromaru looks happy. Woof! Woof woof! Koromaru is always energetic. Watching him is soothing in a way. Mitsuru is taking down all the posters she can find. There's no end to these. You did see all these posters on the way here, didn't you? There must be several hundred of them. Perhaps the temperature isn't the only reason I feel a chill. Well, our course is clear. We have to believe in ourselves and our comrades and push forward. Let's do this together. Thanks for getting me outdoors today. I needed a break. The air feels fresh out here. I've been tense, what with the college entrance exams to deal with. You spoke with Mitsuru for a while. Woof! Seems Koromaru is done playing. Done already? Well, I suppose it is getting cold, so let's get on home. You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. Okay, now to finish the Sun Arcana, I guess. Hello, Akinari. Hey, can you spare a few minutes? There's something important I want to tell you. I must warn you, though, it is a little depressing. It seems there's something he wanted to talk about. Since you have the Sun persona Yatagarasu, you might be able to become even closer. Would you like to talk with him for a while? Yep. Thank you. Akinari seems happy. I've been waiting. I finished my story and I wanted to show it to you. Akinari is wearing a calm smile. As you know, I was having a lot of trouble with the ending, but I finally figured it out. Since the alligator ate his friend, the bird, he cried and cried for a very long time. In fact, he was so sad that he drowned in his own tears.
That's depressing.
His tears became a beautiful lake, around which grew beautiful flowers and a tree with delicious fruit. Aww. The other animals in the forest came there often to relax, but none of them knew the alligator had created it, or that he was gone. The end. That's the ending I decided on. Even though the alligator did not find meaning in his life, the residents of the forest did. They just didn't realize it. Because the meaning of my life is not something I should worry about. It's really what others think of my life, or what I was able to do for them. Too true. So for me, or you, or anyone, the meaning of our lives is something that we make but don't see. People can't survive without help from others. We all depend on one another. I don't know if that made sense, but, well, do you kind of get what I'm saying? I do. I'm glad. This is the storybook. The notebook, rather. I wrote my story in. It's all I have to leave behind. I wanted you to have something, since you shared my last moments. Obtained a worn notebook. Akinari stood up. My body feels lighter. Thank you for everything. Coming to see me, talking, even discussing the meaning of life. I can be glad that I was born. You can understand Akinari's kindness. Your relationship is stronger now. And we have reached the finale of the Sun Arcana. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. The innermost power of the Sun Arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Azura, the ultimate form of the Sun Arcana. The Dying Young Man social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered the Dying Young Man social link. Your power to create personas of the Sun Arcana has reached its maximum. Katone Shiomi has forged a bond that cannot be broken. The Sun social link is at its maximum level. You can now create Azura, the Grand Being. I have to go now. Katone? Maybe. Someday. I hope we meet again. What?
What?
Akinari disappeared into the afternoon sunlight. What?
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 What the fuck just happened?
What the is going on?
Have I been chatting with a ghost the whole time? Was he a persona? Was he Azura? Is that why I confuse him now? I have so many questions! Welcome. It'll be done on the 18th. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, episode 47, The Great Emperor's Glory. The fight is almost at its end. And now, the news. Belief in Nick seems to be increasing throughout the city. Great. Guess I'll go to bed early. Your condition improved because you rested. Let's get started. Zilka, Zilka, Bessa, Bessa. Oh my god.
Crap!
Lately, there's been a lot of going on in the world. But you shouldn't let it get to you. Common people are just too susceptible to occult knowledge. The worst thing a magician can do is lose control. Always do what must be done, and you'll be fine. Anyway, today's lecture is on the magic of Greece. Greece is known as the birthplace of Western philosophy and rationality, but the art of curses advances right alongside them. Philosophers such as Socrates, Thales, Plato were all Greek, but it was also the home to the legendary enchantresses. For example, there in Medea, the passionate sorceress of Colchis. She was a witch who didn't hesitate to kill her brother, or even her own children. Then there was Circe, daughter of Helios, who was an expert in both poison and medicine. Without Hermes' help, the legendary Odysseus would have been changed into a pig. But these may have only been myths, but reading between the lines you can see Greece's views on magic. Greek magic began to take shape around the 8th century BC. It was around the same time that the polias, or city-states, were developing. Like many ancient civilizations, they worshipped protector gods. There were temples that priestesses tended. These women would double as oracles. Gradually, however, these ceremonies were performed in secret rather than in public. The reason for this was the people's desire to monopolize the power of the gods. They copied the barbaric practices of legends, sacrifices, drinking, orgiastic festivals. Dangerous acts such as these became widespread. Apollo, Dionysus, Orpheus. These were the gods they invoked when performing the rituals. Are you all listening? Don't cross the river Styx now. I'll test to see if you were listening or not. Get it wrong, and your aura will shift. Zilka, Zilka, Bessa, Bessa. Now, who should I pick? 3 grasses, folks. I choose thee, Kitone. I mentioned 2 Greek sorceresses. One was Medea. Who was the other? It was Circe. I'm not stupid. Very good. Your aura is as clear as a mountain spring. It was secrecy like that which turned priestesses into sorceresses. Teachings originally meant to bring salvation to the body and soul fell into mere drunken orgies, luring people to the hideous path of immorality. Necrophilia, using babies for potion ingredients. This is where the abominable black arts began. You gave the correct answer. Your charm has increased. Not that it needs to. It's finally time for lunch.
Hello, Katone-san. Are you available after school?
For now, I suppose?
I see. Would you be interested in walking home together? I want to be beside you.
It seems Aegis would like to spend time with you after school. Maybe you should spend some time with her. The lunch break's almost over. You decide to return to your classroom. Classes have ended for today. First things first. Yep, I can hang out with you, Akihiko. Kitsune, what's up? Since you have the star persona Kartikeya, you might be able to become even closer. Spend some time after school with Akihiko? Yeah, sure. Alright, let's go. Akihiko seems somewhat happy. Only somewhat? Gekkogan High Rooftop. Akihiko brought you here, but said nothing about why. There's no one here. That's a pity, since the wind's so nice right now. You come here often? No, not so much lately. Shinji used to come up here when he skipped his classes. He'd fall asleep, so I'd come here when my club activities were over to get him. Akihiko laughs nostalgically. Oh yeah, because he's in the hospital now. You can see out into the distance from here. Yeah, Aigis and I were having this exact conversation on Saturday. It's so far that my eyes start to hurt trying to see it all.
You remember the stuff I told you about my sister?
I do.
I'm tired of losing what's important.
Yeah.
I thought it would be better not to let things get too important than to risk losing them.
Okay.
But lately, I don't think so.
Akihiko looks straight into your eyes. Uh-oh.
If I want to avoid that feeling, I have to work to protect what's precious to me.
Right.
And that means everything precious.
Uh-huh.
Ken, Mitsuru, and you too. I'll take care of it all.
Akihiko looks at you with strength and determination in his eyes. You can sense his resolve. Oh, cool beans. Rank 9. Cool. The Akihiko Sonata social link has reached level 9. Your power to create personas of the Star Arcana has grown. Oh look, over there. Can you see our dorm from there? It's so small when you see it from here. You sat and talked with Akihiko until the sun went down.
He is saying that he wants to go to Tartarus tonight.
But I just went to Tartarus like 3 days ago. Fucking chill, all of you.
Koro-chan, you really are our ally.
But I have something to pick up.
Welcome.
The weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained Velvel Muruga. Okay. Now this was a 450 weapon if memory serves. Yes, it was. And it's got 100 hit rate. Sweet. Oh, and plus 10 to all stats. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I need more of these weapons. I need more of these weapons. I do, 100%. Who should I get next? Actually, who do I use more often than not? I kind of want to say Akihiko. So I'm gonna research his weapon a little bit, see which persona I have to use in order to fuse.
A few moments later.
So took a look. It's fucking Mara. I can't fucking believe this. Well, I mean, plus 10 to all stats. I need to sleep to get that image out of my head. You overhear a conversation. It's getting cold out. I hate to even get out from under the covers these days. Apathy syndrome doesn't sound so bad if you really think about it. I know, right? I could sleep all day and people would get all concerned for me. Wow, you guys are shitty human beings. I know. Maybe I'll try becoming one. You know, just for a little while. Nix. No, seriously, Nix, fuck off. It's finally time for lunch. Yo, kinda feels weird running into you in the hall like this. Oh hey, you free today? Wanna go somewhere? Yeah, sure, if I'm not busy. Okay, just tell me after school if you do. Seems like Junpei doesn't have much to do after school. The lunch break is almost over. You decide to return to your classroom. Class is ended for today. Okay, I fucking need I fucking need cert. So, and apparently it's gate kept by Junpei's Arcana. So guess what? Hey, you're on your way home? Seems like Junpei wants to walk you back to the dorms. Since you have the magician persona Nekomata, you might be able to become even closer. Spend some time after school with Junpei? Yep. Oh, really? Then let's stop by somewhere. Junpei seems happy. Naganaki Shrine. When you look closely, you can see a bruise under Junpei's eye. Holy shit! I mean, that wasn't from the Dark Hour, was it? Huh? Did you notice? Don't stare at it so much. It's just a punch. Did you get in a fight? Well, who cares? Don't bother asking, okay? It's really lame. I don't want to say it. Junpei scratches his head. Well, in any case, I don't think there's gonna be any more photos of you going around. You got them back for me? Or thank you? Hey, don't mention it. Junpei's face is bright red. I think this is my first time. Getting punched? Ha! I've been punched way too many times before. Junpei shrugs. I thought that if I laughed my way out of everything, I'd never get in trouble. That's why I try to avoid having to be serious whenever I can. You know those times where everyone sits around and talks seriously? I don't really like those, so I'll just goof off. I thought I could freeze my way through things and just try to be fun. It's so much easier than having to do stuff like understanding other people. But after meeting you, and the others, I've changed a little. Not everything about everyone's cool, right? Everybody has parts of them that are cool or lame. And they're all doing what's best for themselves. After seeing you all like that, I think I got scared. There's no way you can understand each other unless you say what you think. Staying quiet and trying to act cool won't tell anybody anything. You got it down. Seeing someone way smaller than me put everything they have into something, he's talking about me now, I guess, it made me ashamed of myself. I've never tried my hardest in anything. I don't take anything seriously. That's why I never gain anything, and why I'm never happy. I realize that I'm not living my life at all. That's not true. Ha, thanks. Junpei scratches his head. When I got back those pictures of you, it crossed my mind. In the end, I just wanted you to trust in me. Like, if someone like you could trust in me, then I might be worth something. But trying to get you to rely on me to solve this is just wrong. You're an important friend of mine, after all. Junpei laughs, embarrassed. You sense that Junpei trusts you. Aww. Rank 9 with the magician. The Junpei Iori social link has reached level 9. Your power to create personas of the magician arcana has grown. It sucks that this place doesn't have any swings. Don't you sometimes just get the urge to swing once in a while? I used to ride swings a lot when I was a kid. I'd get close to the sky and think that I could just go somewhere else. Somewhere that isn't here. That's what I think about when I was on the swing. Let's ride on one together sometime. You know how to get two people on one swing, right? One stands, the other sits. You and Junpei spend some time talking about all kinds of things. Off to bed I go. Okay, I guess let's hang out.
Katone-san, I want to be by your side.
Agus is looking directly into your eyes. Would you like to spend some time with I guess after school? Sure.
Thank you very much. Shall we go?
I guess seems happy. In front of Iwatorai Station. As you arrive with Igus, you feel a threatening presence.
Oh.
You've been suddenly surrounded by stray dogs. They seem angry.
You are the ones that I often see at the shrine. What is the matter?
Igus began talking with the dogs.
Koromaru-san. We did that? Wait, we are not mistreating Koromaru-san. It is a battle. It is true that he is helping us in our battle. However,
the dogs drew closer to Igus.
No. Oh, right. These dogs are Koromaru-san's old friends. They doubt our intentions regarding Koromaru-san since he has been more frequently injured lately. How can we make them understand?
Maybe we can't kind of seems dismissive, but at the same time, how can we explain to dogs that another dog is joining us of his own volition without being forced? These are terrible choices. I'm probably gonna say maybe we can't. I hope that this means that we're gonna bring Koromaru and have him explain everything.
This is all a misunderstanding, everyone.
They don't seem to want to listen.
Please do not be angry. Calm down.
Igus stretched out her hand to one of the dogs.
Oh.
Yep. Igus seems to be bitten by a dog.
Oh. I am so sorry. My hand is hard.
Yeah, I'm sorry you hurt yourself trying to assault me. The dogs ran away.
I see. No wonder they doubt me. They are confused since my body is not natural. I hope that dog is not hurt. I have been thinking lately. Although my heart may become more human, my body will forever be mechanical. Of course, that is how I was designed. But I am not strong enough to be a weapon, and I am too rigid to pass as a human. I am neither fish nor fowl, not completely machine nor human.
That's not true seems very condescending.
My newfound emotions are supposed to be a miraculous thing. But for some reason, sometimes I wish that I could be an unfeeling machine again. I know I am not making sense.
Igus has a painful smile on her face. Ugh, I think I picked wrong.
I am sorry for saying such things. If I hadn't been created, I would never have met everyone, and that includes you. If I can stay by your side, then nothing should faze me.
You sense faint affection from Igus. And we are at rank 3. The Igus social link has reached level 3. Your power to create personas of the Aeon Arcana has grown.
I should make sure that the dogs understand our situation. It would be bad if you were placed in danger again. I will see you later. Excuse me.
You parted with Igus and went back to the dorm.
Sup, dude?
Not much, sub you. Hey man, let's go to Tartarus tonight. Only 11 days left. We gotta do this. Yeah, we gotta make sure that we're absolutely ready for it. Welcome. Your weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained evil gloves. Okay, Akihiko. Nice. I like using Yukari, so I'm probably gonna go with her, which means her weapon will probably be next.
A few moments later.
According to the search, Chi-Yu, you're up. And it's bedtime again. Your condition improved because you rested. Classes have ended for today. Ah, Junpei, hi. Hey, are you on your way home? Seems Junpei wants to walk back to the dorm with you. Since you have the magician persona Nekomata, you might be able to become even closer. Yeah, sure. Oh, really? Let's stop by somewhere. I have a feeling it's not a rank up. Yeah, it's not a rank up. Man, the fries here are always so soggy. You chatted with Junpei while you ate. The bond between you is growing. You decide to return to the dorm.
Greetings.
Arf! Koromaru is wagging his tail. Is he bored? Koromaru is looking at you pleadingly. Spend the evening with Koromaru? Yeah, sure. Whoop! Koromaru looks happy. Whoop! Whoop, whoop! Koromaru is frolicking happily. Koromaru picked something up. Obtained a Tri-Fury gem. You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. You overhear a conversation. Our career counseling is next week, right? Are you planning to go to a university, Yumi? Yup, I'm going to school overseas. This is the first time I've heard about this. Oh. Well then.
Cool. Step 3. I re-examine my personal biases.
I'm your boyfriend. You have to tell me stuff like this. Finally time for lunch.
Hello, Katone-san. Are you available after school?
For now.
I see. Would you be interested in walking home together? I want to be beside you.
It seems Agus would like to spend some time with you after school. Maybe you should spend some time with her. The lunch break's almost over. You decide to return to your classroom.
It's been restless out there lately.
Have you seen all those flyers at the station?
But none of that stuff has any credibility. There's no certainty in what they say.
That's right. It's a matter of probability. Hey, don't give me those long looks. The end of the world. Let's discuss this with respect to probability. You feel tired? Close your eyes for a few minutes. Yep. Sleepy times is sleepy. You start to feel better. Your condition is now great. Class is ended for today. Okay, let's see if we can finish off Akihiko's link. Okay, it's another love rank up.
Hello.
Hello, Ken. The weapon you requested is complete. Thank you for waiting. Obtained a quintessence bow. Okay, let's equip it onto Junpei. Well, sorry, to Yukari. Words are hard. Yep. The platonic ideal of bows. Now, let's look up who else I can use.
A few moments later.
According to online, it is Masakato, so... Junpei, you're getting a new sword. That time. Your condition improved because you rested. Classes have ended for today.
Hi, Mitsuru. Shiomi. What a coincidence. Are you on your way home? If you're not busy, would you like to do something? Mitsuru seems to want to walk home together. Since you have the Empress persona Scotty, you might be able to become even closer. Would you like to spend some time with her after school? Yeah, sure. I see. I need to do a little research. And I was wondering if you'd like to come with me. Mitsuru seems a bit wary. Gekokan High School Library. You accompanied Mitsuru to the library to help her with her research. Mitsuru is looking at the bookshelf. What are you researching? Oh, sorry. I was in a daze. My mind was wandering. That's been happening quite often as of late. It's a bad habit of mine. I should be more conscious of it. Mitsuru seems melancholy. Well, to be frank, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue. To be honest, I'm having difficulty understanding the expectations of the other members. But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I'm expected to lead the company, even if that requires me to sacrifice something to do it. Oh, a fiancé has been chosen for me. Oh. He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. Ugh. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time. Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stabilizing. It's the best solution for everyone involved. It's the first I've heard. I want to say, or you're kidding, right? But I don't think she'd appreciate that. I'm going to try, it's the first I've heard. Well, of course it is. You're the only person I've told. Mitsuru is forcing a smile. My parents chose the same path. So I won't run from my destiny. But, ew. Okay, so I understand that it's socially speaking in some cases. I'm being general here based on what I've heard. I'm not an expert for Japan's culture or anything like that, but from what I've heard, it's very patriarchal. Patriarchal is the word I'm trying to say. Where it's very rare that a woman holds a lot of power. We kind of saw this in Persona 5 with Haru and her social link, where she was engaged to someone and it was expected that he would end up running the company. It seems like because Mitsuru is the girl and she's also the only heir to the Kirijo family, they're trying to marry her off and announce a male heir instead. So, I think it's okay to run. How irresponsible. I'm sorry. I was the one who began this conversation. Oh, I think I said the wrong thing. What good will running away do? Leave everything behind and go on a journey of self-discovery? Yeah, exactly. Wherever I run, the road will lead to regret. Mitsuru forced a smile. Oh, apparently that wasn't the wrong thing to say. Mitsuru has confided something in you with something important to her. Break 6. I'm further along with Mitsuru than I thought I was. The Mitsuru Kirijo social link has reached level 6. Your power to create personas of the Empress Arcana has grown. Xiaomi. Why was I born a woman? Genetics. I have put forth many times more effort than others so that no one could look down on me because of my sex. And yet, what has that brought me? It's not your fault, it's society's fault. In the end, I cannot escape from the fact that I am a woman. Marriage to a near-complete stranger, having my name and group stripped from me, expected to conceive an heir? Through marriage, the Kirijo group will prosper. Because I am a woman. Where in there, however, am I needed?
I apologize. It's not something I should have burdened you with. You too work hard as our leader. I was the one who chose you. Perhaps I forced the position on you, so that you could prove to me that there is no difference between men and women. Excuse me, but I'm leaving now. Aww. After saying goodbye to Mitsuru, you decided to return to the dorm.
Where have you been?
Out. What about you? 1 week until the 31st, huh? I think you already know this, but once you go to Tartarus on the 31st, you won't be able to leave until the battle is over. If we lose, there won't be a tomorrow, and we won't get a chance at a rematch. You should spend this next week getting prepared for the fight. Arf! Koromaru is wagging his tail. Is he bored? Koromaru is looking at you pleadingly. Spend the evening with Koromaru? Yep. Woof! Koromaru looks happy. Woof! Woof woof! Koromaru is frolicking happily. Koromaru picked something up. Obtained a Mad Bull. You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. There's no school today. Huh! I get to hang out with someone today. Your phone is ringing. Hi, it's me. Do you have time to talk? Yeah, sure. Would you like to do something today? Since you have the Empress persona Scotty, you might be able to become even closer. What should you do? Yeah, let's hang out. Excellent. I shall be waiting outside. Mitsuru seems excited. Polonia Mall to Gall Cafe. This smells magnificent. I only drink tea back home, so I don't know very much about coffee. But this is quite nice. Mitsuru seems to be enjoying herself. By the way, do you remember the matter that was raised the other day? About me selecting you as our leader because you're a woman? Yeah. And how that may have unconsciously factored into my choice? Mitsuru seems to be distressed. Do you dislike being the leader? Wow, that's a little passive-aggressive. I mean, it can be a burden, but it's not that I dislike it. I see. I'm glad to hear that. I do hope you're not only saying so to lift my spirits. Mitsuru has a bitter expression on her face. Today, you learned something new about her. You recall that you have something you can give as a present. I'm not gonna do that. It's getting dark out. You decide to go back to the dorm.
Hi, how was your day?
It was okay. How was yours? I have something to pick up. The weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained Masakato's katana. There you are. Nice. Now, need to look up who I want next.
A few moments later.
I had it all along. Mitsuru gets a new weapon. Bedtime. You overhear conversation. I've heard a lot of talk lately about salvation and the world becoming renewed. If the apathy syndrome is becoming widespread, maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm always hearing people talk about it on TV. I thought it was a cult at first, but maybe it isn't. Oh, it absolutely is. I mean, if the whole world believes in it, I'd feel stupid to be the only one denying it. No, that would be you having a brain. Wow, we're already to the last chapter in the textbook, huh? Thanks to all your diligence, we've gone very quickly. My last day as a teacher is coming up. I'm moving to India this spring. My darling is a missionary there, but he said he can't take this country anymore. Too many mysterious incidences, he said. Don't get me wrong, though, I love Japan. So I'd like to thank you all for being such wonderful students. You feel tired. Yep. Consciousness drifts away as you close your eyes. You start to feel better. Your condition is now great. Gekogan High School's faculty office. You're here for your academic counseling with Toriumi-san.
Let's begin, shall we?
Sure.
I don't have much to say, though. In the end, it's your decision.
Right.
All right, first question. Are you planning on going to college after you graduate or entering the workforce?
I mean, I ended up getting a job. I didn't go to college. If I could turn back time, I probably would go to college, so that's how I'm going to answer with FEMC.
I see. Well, if you've given serious thought to your decision, then I believe that is what you should do. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this decision is yours and yours alone.
Right.
If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later.
Exactly.
And then you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But to be honest, I'm quite confident in you.
Aww.
You've really matured over this last year. I'm sure you're aware of it as well.
Thank you.
What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most?
Responsibility.
I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young woman you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful senior year.
Thank you, Toriumi-san.
Let's see. Who's next? Aiga-san. Would you mind letting her know?
Sure.
Thank you.
Gekogan High School rooftop. Aigus is sitting there by herself. I was looking for you.
I'm sorry I went off on my own.
No worries. Aigus seems to be lost in thought.
When I finally calmed down after New Year's, I realized something.
Okay.
When I fought Ryoji, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade.
Yeah, you were afraid that you were dying.
But that wasn't all. I was also confused and embarrassed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either, and I didn't have those feelings then.
Because you were, as you put it, a unthinking machine.
I really have changed.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. That's a good thing.
I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me.
Okay.
You know, in the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me.
Right.
But since I've decided to live, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing.
Oh.
However, there is one thing I've come to understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death.
Right. Pharaohs.
But
That wasn't it.
even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side.
And that's fine.
I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer. And I think I can if I'm with you. So please take me with you.
Sure.
I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with you to the end. Please.
We'll get there together.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Aigus nodded strongly and clasped your hand. You suddenly remembered that Toriumi-san is waiting to meet with Aigus. You leave the rooftop with Aigus. Class is ended for today. Can we increase your thing now? Because I only have 2 more chances to actually finish your confidant arc. Ah!
Hi, how was your day?
Disappointing.
today might be our last Monday. If we don't win, there won't be another. We will be fine. Argus? We will win. We have no other choice. You're right, Argus. We have to win.
Yeah, let's hang out with Koromaru today. Oh, look, the signs have been taken off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Koromaru is frolicking happily. Koromaru picked something up. It's another Mad Bull. You decide to go back to the dormitory with Koromaru. It's finally time for lunch. Oh, it's you. Well, what's wrong? Oh, so if you're free, let's go get some ramen after school. On me this time. Seems like Junpei doesn't have much to do after school. Ah, Shiomi. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be available after school, would you? Something the matter? I just want to go out with you. Of course, only if your schedule allows it. I'll be at the usual place, so I'll see you there. Mitsuru wants to spend time with you. Maybe you should spend some time with her. The lunch break is almost over. You decide to return to your classroom. Okay, so I am a rank off from finishing off Junpei, and he approached me, so I have to hang out with him today, because then I get cert, and once I get cert, I can get the fucking item that I need for Mitsuru, so she stops taking fire damage. You hear that, Mitsuru? I'm only hanging out with Junpei to help you. Hey, are you on your way home? Can I talk to you about something? Junpei looks very serious. Since you have the magician persona Nekomata, you might be able to become even closer. Spend some time after school with Junpei? Yes. Alright, then let's go. Junpei looks happy. Iwatodai Strip Mall, Hagakure Ramen.
I'm no good at this. Where do I start?
You gonna confess your love?
What? No! Well, I had something serious to talk about.
Oh, sorry.
I want you to have this. I never had much I was that attached to, but I always held on to this for some reason.
Okay. You obtained a pig key folder.
I used to keep my house keys on that.
Aww.
Thing is, I never wanted to go home.
Fair.
So, when it turned out I was gonna get to live at the dorm, you wouldn't believe how happy I was.
I mean, I saw it when you first came in, but okay.
I thought after that, I could turn my back on it all. So I kept his keychain and house keys stashed away, since I figured I'd never have to use them again.
Right.
But after a while, I didn't like the way I was trying to avoid stuff.
Yeah.
I knew the problem wasn't gonna go away just because I wouldn't look at it. And that I was lame for ever thinking so.
Aw.
That's why I dug these out.
Aw.
I plan to go see my dad, too.
Oh, good. That's good.
Then again, I'm still kind of chicken.
Want me to go with you?
If you hold on to those for me, it'll be like you've got my back for it. That way, I have the guts to see him.
Awesome. I like this. Junpei's hands are trembling. You can tell that it took all the courage he had to tell you this. Aww.
Hey, listen. You can talk to me too if anything's bothering you, alright? And I'm not saying so because I want to be the guy people turn to. It's just you don't have to do everything yourself.
Aww.
You and the rest of the gang were there for me, and I'm here for you the same way. Don't forget that, okay?
I won't. You sense strong affection from Junpei. You sense a bond with Junpei. Nice. And that is Magician in the can, which means I confuse Cert, I think. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. The innermost power of the magician arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Cert, the ultimate form of the magician arcana. Yes! Ha ha ha! The Iori Junpei social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered the Iori Junpei social link. Your power to create personas of the magician arcana has reached its maximum. Shiomi Katone has forged a bond that cannot be broken. The magician's social link is at its maximum level. You can now create Cert, the infernal god. Yes!
You know, I'm glad I got this power.
I'm glad you got this power too.
And it's not because it makes me kind of like a superhero or anything.
Right?
It always bugged me, that weakness I knew was there inside.
Aw.
But I feel like I can change.
Everybody can change.
And I think that if it wasn't for you and the rest, I wouldn't have that feeling, even with this power.
Aw.
Or worse, I might have done the wrong things with it.
That is also true.
So, thanks.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Jeez, listen to me, going on like that. Come on, let's eat. You want some more green onion barbecued pork?
I'm not a fan of pork, I'll be honest with you, but Katone might like it, so sure. You and Junpei spent a lot of time talking about all sorts of things.
Oh, hey!
Hi. Only 5 days until the promised day. Well, we're going there to break that promise. Hey, do you want to go to Tartarus tonight? I want to be ready. And we will be. The weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained a Snow Queen Whip. Okay, now who else do I want? So I still have Ken, Koromaru, and I think.
5 minutes later.
Well, Igus is technically the next person I use, but apparently I can't fuse her persona until I have completed her confidant arc. And with only 5 days left, chances are that ain't happening. So sorry, I guess you're not getting your ultimate weapon this playthrough. However, I can give Ken his. So that is what we will do. Guess I'm going to bed. Class is ended for today.
Katone-san, I want to be by your side.
Igus is looking directly into your eyes. Would you like to spend time with Igus after school? Sure.
Thank you very much. Shall we go?
Igus seems very happy. Polonia Mall.
Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? Have you seen a kitty cat around here? She's a precious little white spotted cat named Muley. She slipped away when I wasn't looking. I'm so worried about where she could have gone. She's almost as old as I am, so I doubt she could have gotten very far.
I mean, in cat years, she's probably as old as you are. No offense or anything like that. Cats, I've never seen a cat, or heard of a cat rather, exceeding 30 years of age, and that's considered like really, really out there.
A white spotted cat. Did you see one, Katone-san?
I might have.
My stars, really? Whereabouts might this have been?
Near the station.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. I'll go look for her.
The old lady left to look for her cat.
A white spotted cat named Muley. If you do not mind, Katone-san, could we help her look? It seems the old lady will suffer greatly if they remain separated for much longer.
Sure.
Yes, let us do our best. What is the phrase usually used in situations like these? What goes around comes around to hit you in the back of the head.
You kind of extended that saying, but you've got the gist, I guess.
That is it.
I guess he's happy.
She could be so hungry by now that her stomach and spine are only a minute away. Or is that an instant away? Anyway, we should hurry. Hello, Muley-san. Muley-san, where are you there? There is no trace of her. I can sense hostile reactions, such as shadows. But this, I am useless, aren't I? I am sorry. I was the one who began this search. It is not working out after all. How could a machine like myself have feelings like a normal person? It is getting dark. We should return to the dorm for today. Thank you very much, Katone-san. It makes me happy that you took the time to indulge me in this. Aigis is smiling. You feel that you understand Aigis better now. Rank 4. The Aigis social link has reached level 4. Your power to create personas of the Aeon Arcana has grown. I will be going back alone today. I need some time to think. I am sorry. And after you invited me out, too. You decided to go back to the dorm separately.
Where have you been?
Out looking for a cat. 4 more days. I'm up for going to Tartarus whenever you want. We've come this far. Nothing's more important than this. Arf! Koromaru is wagging his tail. Is he bored? Koromaru is looking at you pleadingly. Spend the evening with Koromaru? Woof! Koromaru looks happy. Woof! Woof woof! Koromaru is frolicking happily. Koromaru picks something up. Obtained a homunculus. Thank you, boy! You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. Let's see. Today is the last composition class for January. As they say, January walks and February runs. It'll be another new year in a flash. Before that, though, we've got our final exam, so don't get too relaxed. Anyway, just look at me. I managed to come to school every day, so you can too. Even though if I had a choice, I'd have slept at home. I'd have slept in at home. Lots of scary people in town now. You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Yep. Your consciousness drifts away as you close your eyes. You start to feel better. Your condition is now great. It is finally time for lunchtime. Hello, Katone-san. I am worried about Muley. Want to look for her? Of course. I will not give up. I look forward to the day I can return Muley to that woman. It seems Aigis would like to spend some time with you after school. Maybe you should spend some time with her. The lunch break's almost over. You decide to return to your classroom. Class has ended for today. Mitsuru's here. Sorry, Aigis. Mitsuru's a little bit further along than you are. Shiomi. What a coincidence. Are you on your way home? If you're not busy, would you like to do something? Mitsuru seems to want to walk home together. Would you like to spend some time with her after school? Sure. Okay, then let's go. It's rare that I have any free time. Mitsuru is smiling. Iwaturai Strip Mall, the Wild Duck Burger. I don't think this is a level up. I think I've acquired a taste for fast food. The world is much bigger than I thought. Rather, my world was much too small. From my point of view, your world is so brilliant. When I'm with you, I discover so many new things about myself. Laughter, anxiety. It's quite an education. If only it could go on forever. Mitsuru sounded somewhat sad. Xiaomi, when you're with me, what do you think? I enjoy myself. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Mitsuru is smiling. These days spent with you will no doubt be treasured. I'll keep them near to my heart. You feel a sense of affection from Mitsuru. Rank 7. The Kirijo Mitsuru social link has reached level 7. Your power to create personas of the Empress Arcana has grown. You decide to return to the dorm.
Sup, dude?
3 more days, man. I believe in you. We should go to Tartarus. We gotta be ready. And we will. The weapon you requested is completed. Thanks for waiting. A Pinaka. Okay, Ken. Lowest level, one of the highest weapons. Koromaru is wagging his tail. Is he bored? Koromaru is looking at you pleadingly. Spend the evening with Koromaru? Woof! Koromaru looks happy. Woof! Woof woof! Koromaru is frolicking happily. Koromaru picked something up. Obtained a Mad Bull. You decide to go back to the dorm with Koromaru. Finally time for lunch. Oh, it's you, Kitsune. Good timing. Are you free today? Yeah, I am. Wanna hang out then? I wanna talk. I'll be downstairs after school. What does Akihiko want to tell you? Maybe you should spend time with Akihiko after school. The lunch break's almost over. You decide to return to your classroom. Class is ended for today. Kitsune, what are you doing? Since you have the star persona Kartikeya, you might be able to become even closer. Spend time after school with Akihiko? Alright, let's go. Akihiko seems somewhat happy. Iwatorai Strip Mall, Hagakure Ramen. Damn. This isn't really a good place to have a serious conversation. But we like this place. Well, that is true, but I wanted to give you this today. Obtained a rabbit doll. Aw. Don't you think it looks like you? What's with that face? It looks just like you. There was a time when I thought I was just seeing Mickey in you. But when I bought that, I knew then that wasn't the case. Passing by toy stores always made me think of Miki. But I still kept trying to forget her. I didn't want to face what happened. I kept telling myself I was doing everything I could. Then, when I saw that in the store, your face was the first thing that popped into my mind. And then I thought about Miki. I thought about her smiling. If it hadn't been for you, I might never have gotten over it. I would have just pretended that I did. I wonder how things would have gone if you hadn't come here. You're the reason why we were able to become a united group. We've overcome so many things together. And I'm sure that there will be more things we'll be together for in the future. But no matter what lies ahead, we'll be alright. We're friends, and we share our fates. I hope that we'll all be able to work together. All of us. Akihiko laughs gently. You sense a strong bond with Akihiko. Oh, nice! And we have maxed out the star confidant, and just in time, too. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. The innermost power of the Star Arcana hath been set free. we bestow upon thee the ability to create Hallel, the ultimate form of the Star Arcana. That is definitely one I was missing for sure. The Akihiko Sonata social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered the Akihiko Sonata social link. Your power to create personas of the Star Arcana has reached its maximum. Shiomi Katone has forged a bond that cannot be broken. The Star social link is now at its maximum level. You can create Hallel, the one who holds up light. Aw. Tell me if you're ever going through a rough time, okay? You seem like the type who try to carry a heavy burden in silence. You got me. And your friends. If you ever need our help, I'll be there. Speaking of which, you gonna eat those noodles? I'm kidding, don't get so mad. You and Akihiko spent a long time chatting about all kinds of things. Nice.
Welcome back.
Thank you. The weather's still cold. How are you feeling? There are only 2 days left, so you should rest if you need to. You don't want to get sick now. Spring will soon be here. Koromaru is looking at you pleadingly. Koromaru is begging you more than usual tonight. Would you like to go for a walk with everyone? Yes. 100 times yes. Koromaru looks happy. Everyone has come to walk Koromaru. Everyone is playing. On the jungle gym, on the slide, on the benches. They are all talking and laughing with youthful spirits. Huh? Clothes shopping? With me? Shh, not so loud. Oh, that sounds great. Let's go together next time, Mitsuru-senpai. Go right, Fuka. Run around to the right. Oh, okay. Huh? That's left. Oh, I meant my right. Why don't you just climb the jungle gym? What? I'm not going to go down the slide head first. My clothes will get all dirty. When I was your age, we used to have competitions to see who could slide down in the funniest way. Like how? No, Akihiko-san, please don't take your shirt off. Paw. Woof. Paw is the command given to ask the dog to put his paw out then. Woof. I see. The day of the final battle draws near. Everyone is having fun, as if trying to make the most of this moment. You spent a pleasant evening with them. Class is ended for today. Hello, Mitsuru. Shiomi, what a coincidence. Are you on your way home? If you're not busy, would you like to do something? Mitsuru seems to want to walk home together. Would you like to spend some time with her after school? Yeah, sure. Okay then. Let's go. It's rare that I have any free time. Mitsuru is smiling. Iwatarai Strip Mall Wild Duck Burger. No matter how many times I see it, the menu here is still daunting. I still have yet to try everything on it. As you spent time with Mitsuru, the bond between you two grew stronger. Okay, so this is the non-rank up, and that's fine, I guess. You feel that your relationship will grow stronger soon. Except, tomorrow we're not doing anything. It's getting late. You decide to return to the dorm.
Greetings.
Tomorrow. The promised day. It has been 10 years since death has awakened. Once we enter Tartarus tomorrow, we won't be able to leave. Are you ready? I will be. The weapon you requested is complete. Thanks for waiting. Obtained the Varja. Welcome. Saturdays are our regular sale days. It's the perfect chance to stock up on items. That it is.
20 minutes later.
This area's getting more dangerous. I had a thief break into my storage basement. Wonder how he got in there. Well, however he did it, I bet he had the scare of a lifetime once he saw what was inside. Early morning because I want the great condition. Today is the promised day. At last, you can confront Nyx at the top of Tartarus. You suspect that once you enter Tartarus tonight, you won't be able to leave until the battle is over. Oh, I still have a full day. Well, first things first, let's see if there's any more videos. Oh, yes, there is. January 15th, 2010, beginning playback. It's the third floor lounge. Koromaru is looking this way.
You know, future consultation is coming up.
Yeah, what are we supposed to say during all that?
Fuka and Yukari pass by.
Oh, Koro-chan.
Aw, if you sleep wherever you want, you'll catch a cold.
Huh?
Aigis is also here. She's looking at the camera.
What is it, Aigis?
There's a miniature camera near the ceiling. It's been camouflaged.
What?
Yep.
Does that mean it's been recording whoever walks past here?
Yes, it has. Fuka and Yukari are also staring at the camera now.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you can check out anywhere in the dorm from the command room.
Does that mean one has been placed in each of our rooms as well?
Yes.
I never thought about it, but probably so. I used the system last year.
Huh? Is that true?
Well, you need a key to use it, and I doubt any of the guys would dare look inside our rooms.
Yeah.
They did. I'm gonna kick the living crap out of them before Nyx can get his hands on them.
Yukari-san, your vital signs are fluctuating. Are you in danger of dying of shame?
Anyway, we don't need that stupid system anymore. Let's ask Misuru Senpai to have it removed.
Yukari and Fuka ran off.
You're right. The camera's recording right now. Hello?
The recording ends there. Yep, that's it. And that is all the recordings. Healing Shop B Blue V. There's a note that says we are closed today due to a spiritual guidance. Ah. That's it. Dormitory command room. Everyone is gathered with solemn looks on their faces.
All right. This'll probably be the last time we meet like this. Is everyone ready?
Can I say something?
Sure.
I know that we have to defeat Nyx, but if you think about it, that means we'll be getting rid of the Dark Hour.
Well, we kind of have to. Now, don't we?
Ryoji-kun said before that if he dies, our memories will disappear too. So if we defeat Nyx, we might not remember any of this.
No, he said that if we killed him, we wouldn't remember any of this. That doesn't necessarily mean that killing Nyx will absolve all of our memories. Because Ryoji isn't Nyx, he's the thing that calls Nyx.
Our memories.
True. Our memories regarding the Dark Hour and our personas, they may disappear.
But even if that happens, I want you all to know, I won't forget you. Even if it robs us of all of our memories together, I will still remember you all.
Aww.
We know you will, Yuka-tan.
Yeah, I won't forget anything.
I won't forget you either. Neither will I.
I will not forget you, Yukari-san.
Don't worry. Even if you do forget about us, I'll remind you.
Aw.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Okay. Then after the battle, no matter what happens, let's promise to meet each other again.
Good idea, but where should we meet?
Right here. If you come, I will find you. I promise. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry.
I don't think it should be the dorm. We'll come back here anyways if all goes well. Hey, shouldn't we also decide on when we'll meet?
Good point.
Yeah, it should be a special day.
What about graduation day? When the dark hour vanishes, our memories might not disappear right away.
Fair.
So we shouldn't plan to meet too soon after the battle. And there's no day that will have more significance to us all.
Wow, you're really smart, Yukari-san. Graduation day. Yes, that will be easy to remember.
Yeah, that's probably our best bet. Graduation day it is. Now, where should we meet?
It should be somewhere where it's easy to recognize that peace has returned to the city.
The school roof?
Someplace with a good view then?
The school roof.
Oh, how about the school's roof?
Huh, good idea.
Yeah, great idea, Fuka. It's like nobody would have ever thought of that.
All right, the roof it is.
And when we meet again, we should remember how we're feeling right now. That no matter what may happen, we will never look back.
I agree.
Sorry, but you'll just have to wait. All right then, let's get going.
Let's do this like always.
Yeah!
Together.
I will do my best.
Good, because I'm counting on you.
This is going to be easy.
Yes, it is.
And now I get to choose my party. Well, Yukari, you're definitely coming. My dad delayed the fall until now, so he could pass me the baton. And I'm going to run with it until the very end. Oh, I get to talk to them before I pick them, I guess? I must end the dark hour. For my mother, Shinjiro-san, and me. I will fight with my all. It's not for revenge. It's so we can all live. I want everyone to live. And I want to live too. That is what I am going to fight for. It all ends tonight. But don't worry. I know we'll win. Don't you hear it? Shinji's telling us to beat the crap out of Nyx. Chidori gave me this life, and I'm not gonna let it end today. I'm gonna beat the hell out of Nyx. If the world disappears, our bonds of friendship will disappear. I don't want that to happen. I want to strengthen our bonds, so I can't let the world end today. I wasn't able to save my father, but his dreams live on inside of me. I'll make sure they come true. All right, let's get going. There's no turning back this time. Once you enter Tartarus, you won't be able to leave. Are you ready? As ready as I'm gonna be. All right, let's go.